大家好，欢迎来到 Discovery Chinese Class. 我叫 Augustus 老师。Hi guys, my name is Augustus 老师. I think you guys all know me. So maybe for now, welcome back to Discovery Chinese live class, YouTube live class. Today we have a very interesting topic here for you. For now, allow me to give a chance to a few of our students to say hi to you. So Sally, niao gei wǒmen的朋友们打招呼吗？
大家好，欢迎你们。
很好。Hasanat na. For now, allow
大家好。
Anything else?
没有。
没有。Okay, no problem, Hasanat. 好的，很好。So today, guys, we want to talk about something we all love to do. Well, let me not say all, but most of us love to do, and that is watching movies. I know we all love watching movies, and so today I want us to talk a little bit about movies. I want to give you guys a few recommendations of some of the movies that I personally have watched and liked. Now, guys, first let me just say the importance of using movies to learn your Chinese language. For me, I usually call it subconscious learning. This is when, like, I feel I'm not really in the mood to do something so serious, or maybe I've been reading for quite a long time and I feel, okay, right now, maybe I don't want to read so much. I just want to relax. And so watching a movie is a good way for me to do that. I get to watch a movie, but at the same time, I'm still learning, I'm still hearing, it's helping me with my tones. It's helping me with a few vocabularies. It's helping me to sharpen a few of the vocabularies that I've already learned. And so watching movies and series is a very good way of learning Chinese, because we all know, they say, wazungu usemaje about Jack and being a dull boy. Sally, what do they say? What do they say about all work and no play?
Work without play makes Jack a dull boy.
It makes Jack a dull boy, right? Yes, because we all like to just have some fun. There are times when we just want to have some fun, and so watching movies is a very good way of just having a good time, just chilling and just watching a movie. Yes. So now so for now, let's see a few vocabularies. So even as I give you the recommendations, of course, we're going to learn a few vocabularies. So you can try and pick up a few of the things. Now, guys, I hope you guys will tell us a few of the movies that you personally like, even though not necessarily Chinese. If you're not a Chinese learner, you can tell me a few of the movies that you personally like to watch, or at least what kind of movies do you like to watch. And it's good to know that there are more movies out there than just the Hollywood ones. Of course, there are other kind of movies, and Chinese people also make very good movies. And on the chat box, maybe you can write for me if you know any Chinese movie at all, or any that you can recommend as well. You can tell me maybe any actors that you know, even if they are the ones who are in Hollywood right now, like Kina Jackie Chan. I know everybody is going to say Jackie Chan, but anyway, you can tell me any that you know. You can type for me in the chat box below, please. So for now, Sally 请读今天的话题。
电影和电视剧。
非常好，电视剧。One more time.
电影和电视剧。
非常好，电影和电视剧。Very good. Can you just tell us what this means? What 电影 is what? 和什么意思？电视剧是什么？
电影是 movie.
Very good. The word 电影 means a movie.
和 means and. Dianshiju means TV series.
Yes, Dianshiju is a TV series. Now, I know that people who don't like Dianshiju, they like Adianyang, because Adianyang, well, at least you can maybe give 2 or 1.5 to 2 hours of your life and then it's over. But then there are people who like something longer, and I know especially when I was in campus, watching a series, even in 1 week, I've already completed all the 20 episodes. I don't know if all of us are like that. So guys, the word Dianyang means a movie, and then Dianshiju means as a TV series. So Hasanat, can you please help me read this second sentence?
你喜欢看什么样的电影？
Very good. 你喜欢看什么样的电影? Please, Hasanat, tell me, what does this mean?
What kind of movies do you like to watch?
Very good. What kind of movies? Guys, if you've been following a YouTube live for some time, this word shíguāng, you already know this word shíguāng, and shíguāng means to like, to like. Now, this word kan in this context means to watch. So you like watching. Now, this word shamayang means what kind, and we already said that the word dianyang, means movies. So we say you like watching what kind of movies. So even before we go, Sally, 你喜欢看什么样的电影？
我觉得我喜欢所有的。
你喜欢所有的 you like them all, even horror.
Yeah, 是我最好的 horror.
Oh, 是你最好的。Hey, okay, Big Man Bazoo. Okay, Hasanat 你喜欢什么样的电影？
Romantic comedy. Long
Oh,
Man.
romantic. Hey, we mapenzi. Hey, all right. So let me give you guys a few recommendations of some movies that I like. So you can just Jinru, Jintienda, Xueshi. Now, this is one of my favorite Chinese movies, especially for learning purposes. Now, this movie is called KungFu Boys. KungFu Boys. Now, I don't know if when you were little, you watched this movie called Three Ninjas. I don't know if any of you, our YouTube viewers, if you guys watched any movie called Three Ninjas. If you guys watched that movie, this movie is Chabudo. It's almost like that movie. This is a very good movie that I would really recommend all of you guys to watch, because the language is not very complicated. So if you are a beginner, or you have just studied level 1, level 2, this would be a really good movie for you to watch, because as I said, the language is not that complicated. It's also quite interesting. It's very interesting. If you like Kung Fu as well, I know that the action scenes zitakupendeza. You'll quite like the action scenes. It's very funny as well. It's a very funny movie, and you will be able to just follow the storyline. So even if you're not a Chinese learner, this is a movie that you want to try and watch. It's a good, entertaining movie. It's not that long. And so now, first, let me teach you how to say this, a Kung Fu movie. Now, Sally, will you please help me read this?
武打片。
武打片，武打片。
武
One more
打
time.
片。
武打片. Now, 武打片 are the Kung Fu movies. When I was little, 武打片 was my favorite kind of movies. Oh, I loved them so much. Kuona kina Jackie Chan, kina Jet Li, I loved it so much. So this is also a 武打片. It's a Kung Fu movie. Now, this is a very good movie, and I would recommend everyone to especially Chinese learners, I would recommend you to try this movie. Now it's also, as I said, it's also quite funny. It's a bit of an action comedy kind of movie. Now, Hassanat, please help me read this second word down here.
Shíguāng. Shíguāng.
Now, shíguāng means a comedy. shíguāng. So this is a wuda pian, but it's also a shíguāng. It's also a comedy. I love this movie, and my students that have shown these movies to, they have also really liked it. It's also good for kids, especially kids who are learning Chinese. This is a very good movie for all these people. Now, this movie can be found on YouTube. If you just look for KungFu Boys, you can find it on YouTube. It's available on YouTube. You can watch the full movie, clear version over there. So this is another this now is another movie called Put Your Head on My Shoulder. This is a Dian Shi Jiu. This is not a Dian Yang. This is a Dian Shi Jiu. This is a Dian Shi Jiu. Now remember, guys, we said that Dian Shi Jiu means a TV series. Means a TV series. Now, this TV series called Put Your Head on Your Shoulders. Now, I don't know, Sally, ni can go put your head on my shoulders, ma. Can go, mayo. Ni can go. You've watched it, eh? What do you think about it? Maybe you can tell us what you thought. Did you like it?
Oh, shíguāng.
Ni shíguāng la. Henhao. Hassanat ni kan go jega dia ning ma. Jega dia shi ma. Ni mei kan go. Okay. So this is a very nice movie. Now I am not the biggest fan of the romance kind of movies. However, this one really caught my eye, and I was able to watch at least. I haven't completed it yet, but I am almost finishing it, and I'm going to complete it. This is a very good one. The language is also not that complicated. Somebody who is in like level 3, level 2, this would be a really good movie for you. Now, of course, even for level 1s, you can just watch it because you will still get a good number of vocabulary from it. It has a very simple storyline. It's not that complicated. It's not so complicated, so you're able to follow the story. This is a very good one for learning purposes. So before I say anything further about the movie, maybe we can say, I want Hassanat, help me read this, please.
Àiqíng.
Very good. Àiqíng pian. Now, this àiqíng means a romance. This is a àiqíng pian. Remember, we said this word àiqíng, the word I. Now, Hassanat, please tell me, what does the word I, Shamaïs, the word I?
I love.
Yes, I means to love. I means to love. Now, when I say àiqíng is like, it's like romantic love. It's like romantic love. So àiqíng pian, this is a romantic kind of movie or like a Dian Shi Jiu. Now, Sally Qingdu the Arga.
Shíguāng.
Shíguāng. Now, Sally, we've already said that this one Shíguāng. Shishama. Shishama, Sally.
She comedy.
Now, this series is also quite funny. I would not say that it's as funny maybe as the first one that I said, but this one it's also quite funny and quite interesting. And if you've watched like the Korean, the Chinese kind of movies, you already know the kind of Dian Shi Jiu that this is. And it's a really good one, and I would really recommend it for all learners. This is a really good one. So this series, you can find it also on Netflix. This one is available on Netflix. So if you have a Netflix account, then good for you. You're able to look for this, and you'll be able to watch it on Netflix. Now, let's go to another interesting one that I really liked. This is a really nice one. and this is called Wish Dragon. Now, I know many people have watched this movie. Now, this is a DNS. This is a DNS, and it's called Wish Dragon. This movie is a really nice movie. I know there are many people who have watched it, the English version, but this movie is also available in the Chinese version. Now, if you're a Chinese learner or you're interested in learning Chinese, I would always recommend you to watch it in the Chinese version and not in the English version. Now, this movie is available on Netflix. When you are on Netflix, you can change the language from English to Chinese, and you'll be able to watch it in Chinese. Now, this movie is a very interesting movie, and I know even the students that have shown this movie to, they have really enjoyed it, and it has really come a long way in helping them in their speaking, in their tones. This has been a very good movie for us when we are doing movie day here at Discovery. This has been a really good movie for us, and even for small kids, this is a very good movie for kids as well. This is a very good movie for kids. They are also able to follow, even if the children are Chinese learners. This is a very good movie it's a really good movie for them to watch. Now, before we continue, Sally, I want you to please help me read the first word.
Dong Hua Pian.
Dong Hua Pian, very good, Dong Hua Pian. Now, Dong Hua Pian, this is an animation. Whoa, Fei Chang Xi Huan Dong Hua Pian. I love animations. I don't know about you guys. Ni Xi Huan Dong Hua Pian ma, ni Xi Huan kan Dong Hua Pian ma. Sally, ni Xi Huan ma. Hasanat, ni sure ni Xi Huan.
是，我也。
你最喜欢哪个 ？Which is your favorite? 你最喜欢哪个
Japanese animation.
Oh, are you talking about animations or anime?
Animation.
Oh, animations. 你非常喜欢日本的。Sally 呢 ？Sally 你喜欢动画片吗？
我不知道，如果我喜欢。
什么？你怎么不知道？你看过动画片没有？
我看过。
我觉得以后你会不是你想的动画片。
动画片。This one 动画片。Me personally, I love donghua pian. I love animations, and this is one of my favorites when learning over Chinese animation. Now, guys, as I said, I can see there are people who are joining in. I know. Let me emphasize this, please. Yes, you can find this one on Netflix, and if you find it on Netflix, chances are you'll find it in the English version, because chances are you're watching because you're watching your stuff in English. However, just go to the settings of the movie, change the language to Chinese, and it will speak Chinese the whole time. If you're not a fluent Chinese speaker, it's okay. You can put the English subtitles, and you can be able to follow you'll be able to follow the movie. This is a very good one for all ages who are learning Chinese. This is a very good one. So I would recommend it for everyone. Now, this is also a shiju. It's also a comedy. It's very funny. I really enjoyed watching this series. So as I said, this one is also available on Netflix. So you can go to Netflix to check this out. So let's continue with this. Buhaise. Okay. Okay, I can see there's a bit of a mistake on this, so maybe allow me to change it. Okay. So now, okay. So let me share that again. Now, this is one of my favorites as well, and this one is called Chuanzhi fǎshī. Now, let me try and translate that for you guys. The word Chuanzhi means full-time. It's a full-time magistrate. A full-time magistrate. Fǎ comes from the word fǎliu to mean the law. Now, of course, magistrate. This means like some form of, I don't know, magic, I suppose. I don't know how else to explain what that is. It's like a key magician kind of things, but not kind of like a magician kind of stuff. Now, this is an anime. I know there are people who love anime. Now, this is a really good one. This is a really good one if you are somebody who likes animes. Now, maybe Sally, you can help me help our friends know how to say animes in Hanyu.
Dongman.
Dongman, hand how? Dongman, you can see it's chabudua with the donghua pian, donghua pian. Now, Dongman it's anime. It's this animes. Now, you know, many people like the Japanese animes. I even heard Hasanat saying how she likes the Japanese animation.
Well,
Fei Chang Shíguāng, not only Shíguāng, the Fei Chang Shíguāng. This is a very, very, very good one. You can also search it with the English name, full-time magistrate. You'll still find it. This is a very interesting anime. For me personally, I do love animes. I love animes myself. I don't know about you. Guys, as I said, these are just according to my own personal preferences. You will notice that most of the movies I've put here are shiju. They are comedies, because for me, my favorite kind of movies are comedies. I love comedies. And so for me, those are the ones that I like the most. And this one, is it really a comedy? Well, no, this one is not so much of a comedy. This is just an anime. It's a typical anime. If you guys have watched animes before, then this is a really good one. I feel like you will enjoy it. I don't know, Sally, ni sure you're not so sure. Ni bujida urugo ni shíguāng bu shíguāng dong kwa pian na dong man ma dong man na Shama.
Wajenda bushi wanjaga.
Ni bushi, ni gender bushi one. You don't like animes at all.
Yes.
Why, Shama?
Why, Shama?
I know. And we just ask her why she doesn't like animes.
Wajweda ni bukan. Like you haven't watched before, that's why.
Ni can't go anime mayo, ni can't go dongman mayo.
Wǒmen can go wo bushi one.
So how do you know you don't like something if you've not watched it?
She's just lying. I used to be like her. She's just lying. I used to be like her. I don't like animes and all whatsoever, but now I'm just the biggest fan.
You are the biggest, right? They are very addictive. In my opinion, I find them very addictive. I love animes. For me, I love animes so much. To me, they are one of my favorites. They're one of my favorites as well. Now, allow me to give you one more, and then I can allow my students to also share with us one of the comedies that they, not comedies, but some of the series that they've watched that they've liked. Now, this one is, I think for me now, for àiqíng too, this is my favorite. In as much as I said the Put Your Head on Your Shoulders was a really good one, and I really enjoyed watching it. However, as I said, for me, they're really romantic so much. Maybe not so much. I can't like take too long of it. But this one is called. This one is a very, very nice one. This one is called Aiqíng Gōngyù. If you're able to read characters, then you can see it from here. It's called Aiqíng Gōngyù. Now, this is a very, very, very interesting àiqíng too. For me, I would say now, if for àiqíng too, this is actually my favorite one. Now, if you like comedies, then this one is something that you will probably really enjoy watching. If you're a Chinese learner and you enjoy watching comedies, this one is one that you will probably really enjoy. I would compare, if I were to compare it maybe with a certain kind of series, I would compare it maybe with if you've watched How I Met Your Mother, Friends. I don't know. Have you guys watched I don't know, Sally, have you watched Friends? Have you watched How I Met Your Mother?
Friends, may your friends
may can go. And what about How I Met Your Mother?
How I Met Your Mother. It sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar. Oh, if you haven't, okay, if you're not a comedy lover, then you'll probably not know that one. What about Hassanat? Hassanat, have you watched Friends? Then you will love this series. This is a very nice, very funny series. It's called àiqíng gōngyù. Now, guys, I will try at least and type these ones that I've recommended on the description box, and maybe the links as to where maybe you can watch them. In case you're interested in watching any of them, you can watch them from any of the avenues that I will recommend. Now, I've tried to at least look for some that you can find on YouTube and some that you can find on Netflix, because I know those avenues are the ones that are most readily accessible to most of us. But of course, there are also other avenues that you can watch. Now, this is a very good series that I would recommend anyone to watch. The language is not that complicated. It is a bit advanced, but not so advanced. If you're in level 2, level 3, level 4, this is something that you can just enjoy watching, and you can learn a lot from it. I have not shown this to any of my students yet, so I can't say that my students have loved it. But the people that I have watched this with, they have all enjoyed this series. And so I think it's something that all of you, if you're a Chinese learner, then these are some of the things that you can really, really enjoy. So for now, maybe I can ask both Sally and Hassanat to at least tell me one or two of series that maybe they can recommend to our viewers. If you have any that you feel you really, really watched this movie, it was really good, and you can tell us maybe their names. Kaima, Sally, can you recommend even one, maybe a movie and a series?
Okay. Mine's the both Dianshiji series.
Yes, you can give us maybe one Dianyang and one Dianshiju.
Ojuda wo hai kan Dianyang. So, Love and Redemption.
Love and Redemption. It's called Love and Redemption.
Yes.
That one sounds like an àiqíng, it's an àiqíng pian,
Historical.
Oh, it's historical. It's a historical. Oh, by the way, in my list, I didn't have any historical one. So then that's a good one to add there. It's called Love and Redemption.
Yes.
So that is a Dianshiju.
Yes.
So can you please tell us maybe where we can watch it from?
Netflix.
You can watch it on Netflix. Okay. Yeah. Okay, very good on Netflix. So you can find that one on Netflix. Very convenient and fangbian. How is the language? Is it like how would you categorize it? Is it like very complicated?
No, you can find it on YouTube, and it's not complicated. They use very simple Chinese, so it's easy for you to understand.
Yes, it's easy for you to follow. Henhao. What about Hassanat? Hassanat, can you recommend for me either a series or a Dianshiju, any? Any? Can you recommend for our viewers and even for me? Because I always like getting like new movies or new series to try and watch. Can you recommend any? Nizaima? Okay.
I've been speaking. Okay, sorry. I've been speaking and my mic was off, so I was wondering what's wrong. How you say? I have two, Lianga.
Yes.
Shiju. They are very nice. One, it's perfect.
Uh-huh.
It's so catchy. Anyone would be so interested to watch it. It's called Rattan.
It's called what?
Rattan. It's a kind of a tree.
Rattan.
Yes.
Rattan. Oh, it's called
I wrote it in the
rattan.
description. Yeah.
I wrote
in
you wrote it in the chat box. I will add it in the description box. I will add it in the description box. That is rattan. Oh, rattan. Okay.
Yes.
So rattan is what kind of movies is that? Is it action, comedy?
Oh, Mayo. It's not a movie. It's series.
Oh, it's a Dianshiju, but yes, even if it's a Dianshiju, is it like comedy or is it àiqíng? Is it love?
It's horror? Mixed with everything: love, action, drama, comedy.
Very good. Okay. Yeah. How about the language? Is it like very complicated? No,
it's pretty simple, but it's just that they speak. The speaking tone is kind of fast a little bit, but that's how people speak.
Very good. And where can we find this rattan?
YouTube.
And where can we find it? On YouTube. It's available on YouTube, all the episodes.
Yes. And both the co-stars are Fei Chang Han Kan.
Okay.
Especially the male actor.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fei Chang Xǐguāng ta.
Ni Fei Chang Xǐguāng ta. Okay, very good. Love and Redemption, Rattan. I will check those ones out. Okay. What about the second one you were talking about?
It's also a series because I don't watch movies a lot. It's Love is better than immorality.
Love is better than immorality. That one sounds like a Nigerian movie. Love is better than immorality.
Yeah, but it's very nice.
It sounds like an àiqíng that. That one is love. It's an àiqíng.
And it's old fashioned, like they.
Okay. Is it historical? They wear like the traditional stuff and everything.
Who travel from future to the past.
Okay, that's really nice. Okay, I will try that one as well. So guys, as I said, I will try and put all these movies that we've movies and series that I've recommended on the description box below, and I will try and put the links also for where you can watch them. Guys, if you're a Chinese learner, if you're interested in learning Chinese, movies and series are a they come a long way in helping you to study your Chinese. Now, as I said, most of the series that I gave today were available on YouTube and Netflix, because this I know is where it's mostly is readily available to most people. However, I would also recommend this site. It's called Kiss Asian. If you just look for kissasian.com, I'll put it on the description box below as well. Then this one also has a lot of most of the Asian movies and series. So if you just search, you can find a series or a movie. And of course, it's also available for not just Chinese, but also Filipino, Taiwan, Korean. So if you're interested in such kind of series, then this is a very good site for you to get this. So guys, I hope you've gotten at least a movie or two or a series or two for you to binge watch during this time. If you're still thinking about learning Hanyu, you can try any of those depending on if you like things that I like. You can check any of those and see if you're going to like any of them. For now, I want to say thank you so much for everyone who has joined our live today. I hope you have at least gotten something today for something to do. For now, I want to welcome you guys to Discovery Chinese Cultural Center. We offer teaching Chinese services. Also, we do translation services. We teach people, language all the way from children to adults. So children, they do their YCT all the way from 6 years old to around 16 years old, and also adult classes are also available. We do have online and also physical classes. We also offer homeschooling services. If that is what you're interested in, feel free to come to our center. We are located at Koinange Street, Ratansi Educational Trust Building, which is just opposite Kemu Building. or just next to the new Naivas where Nakumatt Lifestyle used to be, 4th floor, room 33. You're welcome to pop in and make any inquiries that you may require. Feel free to give us a call in the numbers on your screen. And this is our website. You can check us out on our website. You can send us an email if you need us to look at anything and you need us maybe to correct something, anything. Feel free to do so. You have any translation work, then feel free to make inquiries. Feel free to also follow us on our social media pages. We will really appreciate the support. But thank you so much for everyone who has joined us today. I believe that we will see each other next week. But for now, guys, 再见. 谢谢大家. 再见, 再见, 再见. Thank you, guys.
再见.
Guys, 再见. Thank you to my students as well.